What's good, fam? It's your boy Ghetto back with another video, and I got a question for you. How would you like to have something like Sublab in Standalone? Oh yeah, I got you. Follow me. Alright, so today Akai released another brand new plugin. This one is called Sub Factory. This is very much like Sublab and lets you create all type of bases, textures, and anything like that. It's really pretty good, and we're gonna have a look at it right now. Alright, as you can see on the screen, this is Sub Factory. Sub Factory is very much like Sublab. Now I'm about to pull Sublab up, put it on the screen so you can see them side by side, and we're gonna talk about it. Wait a minute. Hold up. Y'all keep coming back and watching all my videos. It says that 88% of y'all ain't subscribed. Come on, man. Do me a solid. You like my videos? What you waiting on? Go ahead and hit that button. All right. That's all I got to say. Back to the video. I did make Sublab a little bit smaller so you can kind of see everything. I don't want to cut nothing off down here. Again, both of these are very, very similar. A little bit different arrangement. Sublab does have some slight advantages over Sub Factory right now, but I believe that could be changed in a later update. Now let's talk about the similarities between Sub Factory and Sublab. First of all, we got the mixer section on Sub Factory, waveform A, waveform B, and this is a sample layer. You could turn any of these off individually or adjust the volumes of each section, just like you can in Sublab. That section in Sublab is right here. So we have the synthetic section, we have the sample layer, and then we have the sub-harmonic layer right here. So those two sections are very similar. The biggest difference on Sublab right now is on Sublab, we can go to the sample section, and then if you click this drop-down arrow, we can actually import our own custom samples. Now, I'm hoping that we will get something like that available for Sub Factory as well, because it does have the same type of sample layer. So we have the sub layer right here with the waveforms, and we have a sample layer, and we can go in here and change the sample to different types of samples if we want to pick one. So just pick a different sample for the sample layer, and there's a bunch of different samples you can choose from, but like I said, at this time you cannot import your own custom samples, and I know Akai is listening. A lot of people are going to request this. We want to be able to do that sometime in the future. Now put it back to the deep sine wave 808 pattern. Go back to the sub layer. Now we're going to go have a look at the envelope section. And this envelope section is very similar to the envelope section in Sublab. So if we click on this synth icon, we have the Sublab envelope section, and you see basically the same type of slopes. So right now, this is the filter envelope. We can change the amp envelope, which is the ASDR, attack, decay, sustain, release, or we can change the pitch envelope, just like we can on Sublab. So right now, this is on attack, decay, sustain, release, and then we can click right here. We have the pitch envelope, and as you can see, they look very similar, although Sublab has theirs color coordinated. And then we have the filter envelope, just like we have the filter envelope right here in Sub Factory. So again, very similar. We also have this EQ section, same as we have down here, and we have low pass. We can change it to a band pass, high pass, whatever it is you want to change it to, and you can also do the same thing here. We do have a lot more options than what you get in Sublab though, so I think that's pretty cool. So again, all of the same type of filters are available here. Actually, more of those filters are available in Sub Factory than we have in Sublab. So you get a few more options. All right, so down here we have a mod section. You can also change the LFO amount. You can also select specific targets within here that you can assign it to. So that's pretty dope. And we can also change things like the rate and the curve. So if you wanted it to be more of a curve, you can change that either way. and also the rate or how fast it is. Now beyond that, we have a unison down here that we can adjust. Then we have our glide controls where we can turn on glide, legato, and adjust the amount that we want. And then we also have an effects tab. Now these effects right here are very similar to what we have right here in Sublab. And if you have Sublab XL, you get a few more options than just these two. And so as you can see, this is very similar to Sublab. Now, how does it compare when we're talking about creating basses, 808s, and things like that? Now, this is the default 808 that you get with Sublab. It's kind of a higher octave. You drop it down. You can probably go a little bit lower than that even, but that's the basic sound that you get with Sublab though. Let's switch over to Sub Factory. By default, you get this. A lot cleaner sounding of an 808 by default, but it's really easy to customize this thing and make something nice and mean and gritty if that's what you really want to do. So first of all, I want more level. Let's bring this cutoff. Bring that cutoff down a little bit. All right, let's change this to, I think I need a saw wave maybe. Shorten up that relief. Go to the sample layer. Okay, give it a little bit of variation. Now let's go apply some of these effects to it. Go ahead and just change the sample to something else for the heck of it. I like that. That's definitely different. I don't want that right now though. I really like that. But one thing I can say is, as you can see, you can create more than just 808s, because this right here could be like a regular bass. So that's definitely more than just an 808 right there. There is a lot of possibilities with this thing, and it'll only get better as time goes by, as it receives updates here and there, and I'm sure that it probably will. Like I said before, don't forget, this does work fully in standalone. So even if you were in standalone, you can use everything that you see me do directly on the hardware unit. So it's all right there, and it's really easy to do, really easy to change. I'll just put it back to where I had it because I'm gonna save this. You can also save these custom 808s to pull them up later. All right, y'all, it's me from the future. And before we continue, I just want to let you know that I did create 30 custom sub factory presets for you to use. It will be $5, and the link will be in the description to my website. Now beware. If you want to use these custom presets, I like a lot of hard-hitting bass, so use them at your own risk. They will be extremely dangerous. So that being said, the only real difference between Sub Factory in standalone and Sub Factory in the software is that when you're running Sub Factory in the software, you do get everything all in one screen. So it's a lot easier to see everything all at once. As you can see, when you're using it on any of the MPC hardware devices, you kind of have to scroll through these different screens, as I'm doing right now, in order to get to all of the other things that you can change. It's all in one screen when you're looking at the software. Now, this is definitely very, very comparable to Sublab in my opinion. Some other people might say different, but I believe that this is going to be really, really good, especially for people who like creating custom 808s and for people who want to come up with something unique. This is going to be dope. This is going to be really dope, especially for it to be in standalone. And I'm happy that they're bringing more and more plugins for us to be able to use in standalone so that we don't just have to rely on samples all the time if we don't want to. That's always a plus, right? It is for me. That being said, that's all I got in this video. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.